Hi guys, I'm just checking in on this sunny Thursday. Um, I need to say beware of dogs ahead of time because I'm outside with my 3 dogs and my neighbors are outside with their dogs, so there may be some animals in the background, whether it's the birds chirping or the dogs or the other sounds like the wind chimes. But hopefully you're able to hear me and able to see me. I'm going to wait a little bit just so some people can jump on the chat. I really hope that you will leave me some comments to respond to and ask me some questions that I can answer. And I will definitely get back to you live on this chat if it allows me to see the comments live, because as you know, that's sometimes an issue on these chats. But before I go any further, I need to announce the winner from the last chat, and that is Brittany Martin. I left the announcement also on the last video, so congratulations, Brittany. You won all 3 of my books, so just private message me with your mailing address so that I can put your book bundle in the mail. Again, just message me with your postal address and I will mail your 3 books to you, as soon as I'm able to. Congratulations, and all that I do ask is that once you read my books, you leave a review. I would really greatly appreciate it. So I don't have a ton to talk about today. I'm kind of just checking in. I wanted to let you guys know that next week I will actually be doing a live chat to talk about a new product called Thermotex. I will be partnering with Thermotex to kind of demonstrate for you guys what Thermotex is all about. So you can stay tuned for some social media posts and blog posts and videos about that. I also have a couple of other products that I want to talk about, so mark your calendars for next Wednesday, probably at 7 p.m. Eastern or 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I will let you guys know. It should be a good one, so make sure that you tune in there. Sorry, I'm in my backyard and I'm kind of looking at my bird feeders while I talk to you. There they are. My waterfall's turned off at the moment, but you can hear all the birds and my wind chimes and everything in the background. I have a little waterfall fountain thing here that's very relaxing, but I didn't plug it in today, so you don't hear that, but I'm kind of keeping an eye on my bird feeders while I talk to you guys. It's a new hobby of mine, as dorky as it is. I think I've talked about in the past how I've taken up some new hobbies since a lot of my old hobbies I can't do anymore. So I'm really into the bird watching, astronomy and astrophotography, and kind of trying to still learn ukulele. And then I just downloaded the Duolingo app. I have taken German and Italian before, and very, very minimal French and Spanish, but definitely a little more fluent in German and Italian, and so I'm using Duolingo to help relearn Italian, so I'm currently in the beginning stages of that as well. And I think that keeping your mind and your soul active even when you can't keep your body active is a really good approach for people living with chronic pain or chronic illness. And I think having hobbies and interests outside of ones that are physical in nature can be really good, because it is very, very easy to dwell on the negative stuff and to dwell on what we can't do and to focus on the things that illnesses have taken away from us or prevented us from doing or achieving. But we tend to forget the things that we still are able to do and the things that we still have despite being sick. And so I try to do things to center myself, to just remind myself of all those positive things. And so, not that I'm in a position to preach, but that would be my recommendation to all of you as well. Can't really see comments right now. I don't even know if you guys are leaving comments. If you are, unfortunately I'm not seeing them today. As you all know, it's very hit or miss as to whether I see your comments live or not. I'm not sure why it's so problematic. I was hoping with the last Facebook app update that would be fixed, but it's still an issue. I might have to put in some kind of help ticket because it is really a hindrance to these chats. But not too much is new here. Unfortunately, I'm dealing with a family member who is sick. Been visiting her in the hospital, and now she's preparing for surgery, and so that's been consuming a lot of my bandwidth and my mental and emotional energy. I'm praying for her and really hoping that everything works out for the best. So if you could send some good vibes, that would be wonderful. Sorry, it just got very noisy all of a sudden. There's like a truck going down the street and my dogs are barking. Guys, stop please. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I see a new rheumatologist tomorrow, so I'm hopeful about that situation. Maybe I can get on a biologic or a new treatment plan. I've been doing pretty well in the Imuran, which is good. I'm taking a supplement called Protandim. Trevor, if you're out there, please tell me if I'm saying that correctly or if I'm saying it wrong. I may be mispronouncing it, but it's called Protandim, I think. So I'm doing well on the Imuran and Celebrex and Protandim combo. I may or may not try Xeljanz. We'll see what the new rheumatologist has to say tomorrow. I'm glad I'm seeing the new rheum tomorrow because I am flaring a little bit today. I'm having a lot of problems with my left hand with typing, so I'm really hoping that that doesn't progress any worse. Next week, I see an ENT doctor about possible surgery for a deviated septum. I also see my foot and ankle. Well, I see a foot and ankle surgeon to get a second opinion on whether or not there's anything that can be done for my foot. Yeah, I forget what other doctor I have next week, but then the following week, I'm seeing my knee surgeon. I've decided to postpone my knee surgery, so I am actually, I'm rescheduling my knee replacement. I am still having a total joint replacement of the right knee, but I'm not going to have it until September now. I was debating between September and January. I think I'm going to go with September 28th. It was scheduled for July 11th, but my plan now is to have another round of steroid injections on June 21st, and then 3 months after that have it replaced. Basically, I'm doing this just so I can enjoy my summer. I really don't want to spend my whole summer recovering from a knee replacement. But I have to be careful with the timing too because of a lot of concerts I have tickets to and travel plans and vacations and things like that. And it just so happened to work out since the family member I was referring to needs a surgery in July as well. So it's a blessing in disguise that I felt called to reschedule my knee replacement surgery. So I'm thinking it's going to be September 28th. I'm praying that my knee will hold up until then. To be honest with you, it gives me a lot of problems, but my foot and ankle sometimes give me worse problems. So we'll see if there's anything that can be done about that. So yeah, and we'll see how the knee injections go. I've been thinking of starting to film some of my procedures just for people that are interested to see, either doing Facebook Live or just making videos for YouTube of like things like the knee injections or the guided foot aspirations for my foot or the Botox injections. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in. I don't always have someone with me to film, but if you think it would be educational or useful or something that you would just be curious to see, let me know in the comments. Someone wants to say hi. Say hi, Brutus. Say hi, bud. Say hi. Oh, okay. There's Brutus. Maggie, do you want to say hi too? Do you want to say hi too, sweetie? Oh, say hi. Say hi. Okay, there's two of the dogs. I don't know where my little one is at. Hopefully he didn't get eaten by a hawk, because as silly as that sounds, it's one of my biggest fears in life. We have a lot of birds of prey around here, and he's only 6 pounds, so they could easily scoop him up for dinner. So yeah, I'm joking, but not. Okay, I see him. He is not in hawk or falcon land or owl land, but he is being curious over there. I'm not sure what he's doing. At any rate, yeah, I don't really have too much else to say today. Like I said, next week I'll be having a big live chat to talk about Thermotex And if you guys have any other questions about any other products or the Thermotex itself, you can either leave me a comment now or ask me questions during next week's live chat on Wednesday. And we have some great things coming up with the autoimmune registry as well. So if you haven't already joined the autoimmune registry, please do at autoimmuneregistry.org. As always, check out my work on healthline.com and check out my 3 books, Sick Idiot, To Exist, and Chronically Positive. I think that's all for now, and I will be talking with you guys soon. I'm sorry I couldn't see your comments live today, but I will go back and take a look now. One more PS before I sign off. Please call your senators and urge them not to pass the AHCA healthcare bill. I don't care what your political stance is or what political party you identify with. This is not about politics at this point. This is about people's lives, literally about people's lives. And you may think it's not going to affect you. And I will say that on that topic, if it doesn't affect you, great. But, that is a privilege that you have. And, just because you ignore a problem or it doesn't affect you personally doesn't mean the problem doesn't exist. It just means that you have the luxury to ignore it and the luxury to not be concerned about it. But a lot of people do have every right to be concerned, and you may or may not be one of those people. I've encountered so many people lately that have no idea how the AHCA could negatively impact them. They think, oh, it won't affect me, I'll be fine. But guess what? A lot of these people won't be fine, and they're not going to realize that until it's too late. So please call your senators and just urge them to vote no on the AHCA. Right now, Obamacare repeal is, it's not necessary in the way that they want to do it. Yes, it eventually needs to be fixed. There are a lot of problems with it. There are a lot of things that could be improved upon and things that need to be figured out. No one is arguing that fact. But repealing it, especially in the way that's being proposed right now, is not the answer. The current bill and the iteration that I hear Senate is working on will take away Medicaid from millions, take away health insurance from millions, and it will remove protections for people with pre-existing conditions. So what that means is a lot of it will be left up to the individual states, and they may put you in high-risk pools, which, don't be fooled, are not beneficial for you. It could remove some essential health benefits. Again, that may be left up to the states, but it's still a big risk to take. And it will be removing the out-of-pocket caps that Obamacare put in place so that patients like you and I would never have to pay past a certain amount out of pocket annually or in our lifetimes. I don't know about you, but say that lifetime cap was, I don't know, $250,000 or $500,000, guess what? I'm probably past that. So if that protection is removed, then I may end up having to pay things out of pocket that under the ACA I wouldn't have had to. And that's really scary for someone, like myself and like so many of you. I've had medical problems since childhood, so I have probably surpassed my lifetime limit. I'm probably over it. And so I'm really grateful that I don't have to pay past a certain amount out of pocket. Like, yes, there are still amounts we do have to pay, but that could get so much worse if that protection is removed. And if you're not in a very specific niche demographic or two, your premiums could go up drastically as well, and they're already very expensive. So there's a lot of problems within our healthcare system. No one is saying that the ACA, also known as Obamacare, is perfect, but one thing is for sure, the AHCA is even further away from perfect, and this is only one issue. The other issue is the budget that's being proposed. Tell Senate, while you're at it, tell Congress and Senate not to let this budget pass. The last budget that Trump proposed not only cut billions of dollars from medical research funding from the National Institutes of Health, they're also talking about slashing Social Security disability benefits. So if you or someone you love is on disability, if you're not getting it through your employer and it's the SSDI, Social Security Disability, that could be getting cut, okay? It's hard enough to get approved for disability, and they want to make it even harder. to get approved, and then they also want to limit the amount of funds that are available to dole out for people who are disabled or sick. So just consider those things. Please put those things ahead of politics and ahead of party. You know, these are issues that have to do with your country, your fellow man, your fellow citizens, and yourself. It shouldn't just boil down to identity politics at this point. This concern about the health care bill and the budget, among other things, should be a matter of national concern and not just your party. You know, it's just ridiculous at this point to be putting party over well-being of people. So please call and write your members of Congress and your elected officials, your Senate members, and demand that they do the right thing and that they listen to the people and protect their constituents, okay? Because we only have this one life, and I'll be damned if I let some politicians ruin mine. And so I ask that you, you know, look out for yourself and others as well. So thank you very much, and I'll see you hopefully on the live chat next week. I will check the comments now, leave one below. I can't see them live, but I will sign off and respond to you as soon as I'm done. Thank you and have a nice day. Signing off. Bye-bye.